Guys, normally I wear a black t-shirt in my videos, but in this video in particular, as you can see, I'm wearing the team that I support, Barcelona jersey. And before I even start anything in this video, I just want to congratulate Barcelona that they did a very good job. I'm very proud of this Barcelona squad. I'm going to be very honest. We just got knocked out by Inter Milano, 7-6 in aggregate in both legs. 7-6 aggregate. I'm very proud. I'm very proud of this Barcelona. What they did, what they're capable of, what we've seen throughout the whole season, what we've seen in these two matches, of course. Very proud. I'm very proud. And as Barcelona fans, I don't think that we should be like, oh, we got knocked out, we should be sad now. No. We should be proud of this Barcelona squad. And I'll tell you later in the video why we should be proud, okay? Because actually this video I'm going to be separating it into like two parts, okay? The first part I'm going to be talking about the match and the semifinal and all that. And after that I'm going to be talking about as a Barcelona fan. I'm going to be talking as a Barcelona fan in this video later. So make sure that you watch this video until the end. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and now let's get started. Talking about the match, guys. The match was fire. The best, not one of the best semifinals ever played in Champions League history is this semifinal. Inter Milan versus Barcelona. Both legs. 13 goals scored throughout the both legs. 7-6 aggregate. Bro. The same thing happened with Liverpool versus Roma. But that match was not as good as these two matches. 2-0 down, coming 3-2 up, then going 4-3 down. In the first leg, going 2-0 down, then 2-2, 3-2, and then... This is the greatest match ever played, guys, in the semifinals. We have to agree with that. We have to. But talking about the actual match, guys. Let's look at the lineups, first of all. The lineups of Inter Milano, of course, were the same. Dumfries, Di Marco, Bastoni, Acerbi, Bisek, and of course, Barreya, Mkhitaryan, Çalhanoğlu, Lautaro Martinez, Thuram. The average age is almost like 30 plus years, 31, 30, that much years. So much experience in this squad. In this squad, it's their second final that they're reaching in 3 years. So, first of all, this side, and then the lineups, as I said, those were the lineups. Now, our lineups. And you can see a lot of lacking in our lineups. Okay? But still, I'm very proud of this Barcelona squad. Look at what they did. No Lewandowski, Ferran Torres, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, Pedri, Frankie de Jong, Dani Olmo, Gerard Martin, Eric Garcia, Inigo Martinez, Kubarsi, Szczesny. The lineup. Koundé, Alejandro Balde, Lewandowski, all gone. Not starting. Lewandowski, of course, came later in the match. But Koundé, Alejandro Balde, where Inter Milan were actually targeting those areas. Because they know that there's no actual, tough fullback to face in those areas. So we were lacking, guys. We were lacking. But still, we battled. We battled, okay? Which I'm going to talk about later. I don't want to talk about all that right now. But let's look at the stats, guys. Let's look at the stats. With all that was missing, the stats, 29 possession of Inter Milan. 29. And we had a possession of 71. The same thing that happened in the first leg. We had a possession of 71. So we had the better possession, guys. Okay? And then 13 shots, 7 on target from Inter Milano, 23 shots, 10 on target from Barcelona. Now, from these stats, can you say that Barcelona were lacking anything? No, we weren't lacking anything, guys. We had the best attack throughout the whole season, and even in this game, even in the first game, or the first leg, we had the best attack. We attacked well. We had big chances throughout these whole 2 legs, and especially in the second leg. We had better chances, I think, than in the first leg. Lamine Yamal, Rafinha was not that like stepping up in these two legs, I think. Well, he stepped up, but the thing is that Lamine Yamal, let's talk about Lamine Yamal a little bit before we get to the events of the match. Lamine Yamal, don't know what to say, guys. I just said let's talk about Lamine Yamal, and then I don't have anything to say. What I can say, though, is that Lamine Yamal, the way that he was playing in the first leg and the second leg, especially in the second leg, it was just like Messi. Just like Messi. I was... I don't know if that was Lamine Yamal or was that prime Lionel Messi. I don't know, guys. But this kid is an enjoyment to see. Is an entertainment. He's gonna be a role model now. He's gonna be a role model for people, for the football players that are growing up right now and they're gonna play later on. They're gonna say that my idol was Lamine Yamal. I'm very sure that they're gonna say that. It's a joy to watch this kid. The way he was playing. But still we lost the game. But that doesn't matter, guys. This kid has just proved that he's not a kid, guys. He's not a kid. Stop calling him a kid. He's not a kid. He's 17 years old, but he's not a kid. He's a grown-up. He's a grown-up, guys. He's a grown-up. And he stepped up. Of course, he stepped up. But he had so many shots, so many, like Di Marco, Bastoni, Mkhitaryan, were all trying to catch this kid when he was with the ball, but they weren't able to do it. But man, what a performance of Lamine Yamal. What a performance. But now, guys, let's get to the events now. Let's get to the events. The team, as I said, we're playing as a good team. I think that Inter Milano, the way that they were transitioning their players was very good. Sometimes you see Bastoni coming as a winger in that squad. And we, of course, we played the normal way that we play it. It was nothing new, nothing old. The same way that we played throughout the whole season. But now let's get to the events, okay? 21st minute, Lautaro Martinez scores a beautiful assist from Dumfries. 1-0. Lautaro Martinez. He was injured. He was injured, guys. I don't know what kind of doping that he did that he came back into the game and he scored a goal. There we go. 1-0. Yeah. 45th minute, Çalhanoğlu penalty. Now listen. People are going to say that this was not a penalty. People are going to say that the referee was with them. In some scenarios, I can tell you that. Which one scenario is going to come, which I'll come to it later in the events. But this scenario, the referee was not with them. He was not with us. He was with football. That was a penalty, okay? That was a penalty. Kubarsi tried to touch the ball. Lautaro Martinez touches the ball. Kubarsi touches Lautaro Martinez's foot. And the penalty is given. There's no cheating here, guys. This was not cheating. What was cheating, I'll come to it later. But this was not cheating. This was a penalty, 2-0. Çalhanoğlu buries it inside the net. 2-0. Now at this point, a typical Barcelona of last year, of the year before that, or a typical Barcelona of like these 5-6 years, I would say that at this point, they're not going to come back. And they're already knocked out. But then, guys, after halftime, 54th minute, those fullbacks, which I just said, were not the actual fullbacks that needed to start this game. Koundé and Alejandro Balde are the actual fullbacks for Barcelona, which didn't start the game. They were injured. Eric Garcia and Gerard Martin link up. A beautiful cross from Gerard Martin. Eric Garcia finds the ball, puts it inside the net. 2-1. Eric Garcia, Gerard Martin. Gerard Martin got his assist. Eric Garcia got his goal. That's how good we are in the attack. Fullbacks coming all the way up. After some time, guys, Olmo strikes again. Strikes, okay? Gerard Martin again with the cross. Olmo with the header. 2-2. I'm going to be honest, I've seen this a lot of times. But in this match, I didn't expect this. We were 2-0 down, 2-2. at this point. Now here is when the cheating comes. 68th minute, Mkhitaryan fouls Lamine Yamal outside the box. That was not a penalty, guys. That was a free kick. That was outside the box. But he fouled him. And I am very surprised that a red card was not given at this point. I thought that a red card is going to be given, but it was not given. That was a red card, guys. I want you to comment down below. Tell me if that was a red card or not. In the 87th minute, Rafinha scores. With his left foot, comes back to him, and then scores with his right foot. Remontada complete. Barcelona are in the UEFA Champions League Final 2025. That's what we thought. That's what we thought. Because 5 minutes were added with the 90 minutes, and we were literally 2 minutes away from going to another Champions League final after 2015, where we won, of course. Acerbi, who is a center back, comes all the way forward. Ronald Araujo is with him. He couldn't body him properly. That was a poor performance from Ronald Araujo yesterday. I'm not blaming him too much because, listen, we already lost. There's no blaming to do in this video, okay? Acerbi scored. We were 2-0 down. We went 3-2 up. Remontada, where we thought that we were going to score another goal because we had so many chances. We scored a third goal. We conceded a third goal. 3-3. Acerbi. Extra time comes in. Still we're battling it. Still we're strong. Okay? It's not that we're just laying down and just letting the game happen. No. But sadly, Fratesi scored the fourth goal in extra time, and the game was over. The game was over. So Barcelona still were trying their best to get back into the game. Still, when you just can't score a goal, you can't score a goal, as I say. Okay? And then we were knocked out. Dumfries had a very good both legs, to be honest. 2 goals, 1 assist in the first leg, two assists in the second leg, 5 GA versus Barcelona in these 2 legs. Yeah, I mean, that was it. That's the game. We're knocked out. Sad, yes. Heartbroken, yes. Now it's time for me to actually talk about my team. Okay? Let's talk about my team now. Now I'm going to talk as a Barcelona fan. And as a Barcelona fan, as I said in the beginning of the video, I am very proud of this Barcelona side. I'm very proud. You know why? Because I have seen worse things than this. This was nothing compared to those results that we played twice in the Europa League, two seasons in a row. Last season we were knocked out by PSG by a margin of 4-1. Luis Enrique made a remontada versus us. 6 goals he scored and knocked us off. 6-4 aggregate. Liverpool, 3-0 in the first leg, 4-0 in the second leg away. Roma, 4-1 or 4-2 in the first leg, 3-0 in the second leg. Humiliation. Humiliation, guys. We were being humiliated in those years. Bayern Munich 8-2. That was the biggest humiliation I've ever seen. Now, did that happen in this scenario? Did that happen? No, it didn't happen. The reason that it didn't happen is because Barcelona is now back, guys. Barcelona is not the same. And that's why I'm very proud, because as I said, it could have been way more worse. It could have been 4-0, but was it 4-0? No, it was 4-3. We fought. We fought throughout the both legs. We were so many goals down, 2-0 down. Still, we came back. But just 1 goal short, and we get knocked out from the Champions League. Anyways, guys, very proud of this Barcelona squad. Now Barcelona, people were taking Barcelona very easily. They were taking us as very fair, that we don't have the ability of the Champions League anymore. This match just proved that we have the ability to get the Champions League. We didn't get it this season. We might get it next season. or the season after that, or after that. But we're going to get it. We are coming very close to winning the Champions League. Last season, with Xavi and those players that were good players, it's not that they were bad players. We reached the quarterfinals. We got knocked out. This season, we reached the semifinals versus a team that's well established, one of the best teams in the world right now. Even though they're lacking very much in Serie A, they got knocked out of the Coppa Italia, but still one of the best teams. We got knocked out by that team, okay? But as I said, it could have been worse. Could have been worse. But now, guys, Barcelona is finally back. Now people are not going to take us lightly. They're going to fear us. People fear us right now, okay? It's not the same. People fear us. And they're going to continue fearing us. Lamine Yamal, best player in the world. Give him the Ballon d'Or. Not Rafinha anymore. I don't think it's Rafinha anymore. It's Lamine Yamal. The way that he plays. Because listen, the stats, okay, Rafinha. But that's not the discussion of this video. Let's get back to the topic that we're in. Barcelona, I'm very proud of you. You did all the best. These kids, these teenagers, these early 20 men, okay? We played against full-grown men. Very proud. Could have been worse. Anyways, guys, congratulations for Inter Milan reaching their second final, UEFA Champions League final in 3 years. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Visca Barça, and I'll see you on the next video. I'm heartbroken, guys. But yeah, I mean, I'm very proud of this Barcelona squad. I'm really, like, I'm not even kidding. I'm very proud. I'm very proud. And if you're also proud, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, okay? But anyways, guys, I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.